The best taste lies in pies, pies, pies. I love me some pumpkin pies.
Okay, y'all. We are about to make a delicious, delicious pumpkin pie. And it's going to be 75% sugar less, which means it only has a quarter of the sugar in it that the recipe calls for. So you can make it full sugar if you want to, or you can do like me. You can cut it by a quarter, you can cut it in a half, ever how, or you can use all of your sugar alternative. I've made them all ways, and one is just as good as the other, but I'm making this for some family today. So I am using sugar less sugar. All right, that was one 15-ounce can of pumpkin, 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie, but pumpkin. Pumpkin pie already has all of your spices and everything in it. You do not want to get that. You want to get pure pumpkin. That way you can control the amount of spice that you put in it. If you use the pumpkin pie, you cannot. It's already in there. All right. This is just a simple pie. Few ingredients. I'm going to put 3 eggs, and I think I'm going to have too much pie filling for my the one pie that I'm making today, but that's all right. I'll put it in the refrigerator, and I'll make a small pie, or I'll make something else out of it later. But I'm almost sure that this is going to be too much filling for it. All right, get my whisk. I'm going to whisk this together. Whisk my eggs in there real good. Okay. Now, this is sugar. This is 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to put that in. This is my brown stevia. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of this in here. Packed. Okay? That's 1/2 cup of my brown monk fruit or swerve, stevia, whatever you want to use. I've never used the brown stevia, but I ordered some from Amazon. It hasn't come in yet, so I'm anxious to see how it's going to taste. All right. Dash of salt. In something sweet, you always add a dash of salt. This is evaporated milk. I'm going to start off with a 1/2 a cup, and I may add more to it. I'll see when I get it all mixed up. This is so simple, y'all, and it's so easy. All right, now, I better do my spices first. And if y'all know, this is my spice blend. My autumn spice blend. I showed y'all the other day how about one day last week, how I make this. So if you didn't catch it, go back and look up Grandma Rose's Open Pantry on YouTube, Autumn Spice Blend, and it will come up. Okay? And I keep mine. I make 2 different kinds. I make an autumn spice blend, which is kind of like a pumpkin pie spice, but there's a spice in pumpkin pie spice that I'm not fond of. So I make my own, and then I make one with just cinnamon cloves and allspice. And I use it in different dishes like apple, things like that, that I don't want the little extra spices that I've got in this. Okay? All right, now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of, add a little bit more. That's about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. All right, I'm trying to decide. I've got some maple flavor in here. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put it in. I don't know that I want to go in that direction. And I thought I would have decided by now, but I haven't.
Oh, go ahead and try it one time
So-
with a little. Put a little bit in there.
It won't hurt it, will it? Oh my. Wow, that's good. I'm trying to decide if it's sweet enough, and it is, because I'm gonna whip some heavy cream, and I'm gonna make whipped cream to go on top of this. I think that's pretty perfect. I'm gonna put a little bit more evaporated milk, so that's like 3/4 of a cup.
Did you put your maple syrup?
Not yet, I haven't. And I thought about putting maple syrup in it. It wouldn't be as strong of a maple flavor as this is. This is really, really strong maple extract.
Just use 2 drops.
That's the reason I got, and it's not thin like it's called maple emulsion. I've never used it, but it's like thick.
Easy now. Easy.
I know.
Use a steady
One.
hand.
That's 2 drops, y'all.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to put in it, and I'm going to see how that works. I'm going to taste of it and see if I can taste it. If not, I'll put a little bit more. It says on the bottle, if you use 1 teaspoon of extract, use 1 teaspoon of this, but that is really strong to smell it. All right. I'm going to taste again. Hold on. See if I can taste that maple. Yes. 2 drops. And it's perfect. I mean, it's wonderful. But 2 drops, if you have the maple immersion, be very, very careful with it. Okay? Now, let me set this right here. I've got my oven set on 375 because I've got some sweet potatoes. 350 because I've got some sweet potatoes in it. Now, this is just a bought refrigerated pie crust. So I'm just going to take it. I had to patch it a little bit because if you know, when you unroll those, sometimes they break. Not only break, but they it adheres to it and it'll put a little hole in it. Well, that's what happened this morning. So you can already see. And I had to patch it right here. But with this, it's very forgiving. You can work with this really easy. So I just go around. Now, some people pinch it. Some people do different ways. This is just really easy for me. And I like doing it this way. And it's just as pretty as any other way you can do it. But I am going to dress this up a little bit. And I'll show you how in just a second. After I get my pie filling in it. Okay. Now, I'm going to pour my pie filling in. And I am going to have some left. I'm going to have a little bit left. Well, I can make a really big pie, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Look at there. It all went in. Let me get all this out. Okay. I could have saved some of it, but you know what? This is just going to be a really big pie. I'm going to have to cook it longer. I'll probably cook it 50 minutes to an hour. All right, now, I want to get that off of there or it's going to burn. Okay. All right, I'm going to set it right here for a second. Now, I'm going to try something I've never done before. This is a pie crust that I tried to
Wow,
use
Grandma.
and see.
Looks like you wore the knee out of that one.
Well, this is what happens sometimes. So, I tell you what I'm going to try to do. I am not an artist. I don't know how to draw. I can't even draw a straight stick man. When Promise was little, she's my little 12-year-old granddaughter. When she was little, she'd say, Grandma, let's draw. I'd say, okay, baby. And when I get through, she'd say, well, Grandma, what is that? And I would say, well, it's a dog or a cat she said, Grandma, you need drawing lessons. I'm telling you. I said, baby, Grandma cannot even draw a straight stick man. And that is the honest truth. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try something. All right. I'm trying to make a leaf here, y'all. Because I don't have any little leaf cookie cutters or anything. So, all right. I'm just going to lay it on top like that. Let me cut out another one. That's about all I do with this pie crust right here. Okay, I'm going to make a little line down the center. And I'm going to make little things in it. Hey, y'all, look at there. It turned out pretty good, didn't it? All right. I'm just going to keep making these little, what I call leaves. And then we are going to put it in my 350 degree oven, and probably it's going to cook about 50 minutes or an hour. So,
Or you can,
all right.
You can cut a little pumpkin out of the middle and put it in the center of your pie.
Y'all, Roy can draw better than I can, so when we go off, if you see a pumpkin in the center, you're going to know he did it for me, because there ain't no way. I can't even draw a circle. So, if there's a pumpkin, he's going to be the one that does it. So, we'll be back when my pie gets ready. All right, y'all. I want y'all to look at my pie. My leaves turned out good, and y'all, Roy did make the little pumpkin. Can you see it in the middle? Perfect little pumpkin. All right. We are about to cut this, and we're going to taste of it. Roy's getting us a fork right now. I don't want to cut my pumpkin, so I'm just going to kind of cut it like this. And, well, I'm going to have to cut it sometime. All right. Sorry, I just cut the stem off, okay? I just cut the
And you just cut it.
I just cut the stem off. And y'all know the first piece is always terrible. Terrible to get out. But oh my goodness. Y'all look at this. Look at there. It's still steaming, y'all. Look. And I've had it cooling for about 20 or 25 minutes.
Those spices are really smelling up this kitchen.
I'm telling you, they are. And look at the consistency. Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. Wait, I'm fixing to get some Cool Whip. I didn't have time. Since I put this pie in the oven, I have fried chicken. I have made chicken and dumplings. So I didn't have time to make homemade whipped cream. So we're doing the next best thing. We're using 0 sugar Cool Whip. Is it good? Roy's not a big pumpkin pie fan. He likes sweet potato pies. That's what I'm going to do with some of those pies in the oven, is make sweet potato pie. I love
that little bit of maple flavoring in there. Really. Never tasted anything quite like that. Is a little maple flavoring in a pumpkin pie.
Ooh, y'all.
Isn't that good?
This is delicious. I mean, really delicious. Okay. We hadn't had lunch yet. We got to eat lunch. But good grief. This is good.
Get your fork out of my pie.
Okay, y'all. Make this for Thanksgiving. It's so good. You cannot tell. Good. You cannot tell that I put just a quarter of the sugar that it's supposed to have in it. You can't tell it at all. It tastes like full sugar. So, all right. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. I'll be back later. I'm going to make some sweet potato souffle. Not sure it's going to be today because I've been really busy. Subscribe to my channel. Please share this video. This is a wonderful, wonderful pumpkin pie. Hit that little notification bell. Roy, honey, you're not going to want any lunch. Love y'all.
I love pies in the holidays. Now, I love pies.
I love making pies. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in healthy food. 1/4 the sugar that the recipe calls for. Delicious. See y'all maybe later today, maybe in the morning. Love you.